Well, the Public Safety Committee is pleased to recognize Public Safety Appreciation Day. And quite candidly, it needs to be every day in Montgomery County. On this day, we pay tribute and express our gratitude to all public safety professionals, firefighters, police officers, paramedics, dispatchers, emergency management teams, corrections, and countless others who work tirelessly to keep our community safe. A safe community is important as it allows their families, friends, and neighbors to live, work, worship, play, and thrive in a community. A career in public safety is a calling that demands great sacrifice. They work long hours and in difficult conditions. Moreover, every day, they and their families share in that sacrifice to protect the people of our county. When flooding devastates parts of Kentucky, Montgomery County's public safety professionals joined Maryland Task Force 1. They worked around the clock, helping to rescue stranded Kentucky residents from high waters and assisting other emergency workers to help those in need. A few members of the task force came across a house fire and jumped into action to rescue the family and pets, as well as to control the scene until local firefighters arrived. Closer to home, our innovative Drone as First Responders program has transformed how we protect our residents. The program uses unmanned aircraft systems to respond to 911 calls for service. The live video feed provided by the drones helps officers assess the situation and develop an appropriate response. Since the program launched in 2023, more than 2,000 flights have taken place. The program now covers downtown Silver Spring, Wheaton, Glenmont, Gaithersburg, Montgomery Village, and Bethesda. Every day, first responders go above and beyond, whether it's a paramedic, comforting a frightened family patient, a 911 dispatcher calmly guiding a caller through a crisis, or a police officer compassionately de-escalating a tense situation. These moments, often unseen, define your untiring service. The Council will continue to work hard to provide support and resources for you to do your jobs effectively. In closing, I would like to thank you for your unwavering service and the many ways you protect us every day. You answer the call of duty at all hours of the day and night. We appreciate you more than words can ever express. What I'm going to do is ask the other members of the Public Safety Committee, Councilmember Lukey and Mink, and I'm doing that in alphabetical order, I want you to know, to come forward, and then we'll ask the county executive to say a few words, and then we're going to read a proclamation.
You didn't know that we were just joking during the last proclamation because it's KLM. And so we know the Public Safety Committee kind of goes in a certain order, not just for public safety related things, but that's just how we are alphabetically. So thank you. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. It is a wonderful day to be able to celebrate our public safety professionals. And I know that many of us attended last week. There were public safety awards last week honoring so many wonderful heroes within our county. But there's so many stories that don't even get told. And that's just all in a day's work, right? And I think it's really important that particularly now, when we're sitting in a landscape where at the federal level, there's been a bunch of cuts, reductions, slashing, and abandonment of certain public safety priorities, right? Like violence prevention, like supporting victims of crime. These are things we value. And we're going to continue valuing here in Montgomery County. And everyone standing up here behind me and everyone that they lead in their daily work believes in those things and believes in continuing consistently delivering top-notch results for our residents and those who come to visit Montgomery County. And that gives me immense pride. The level of compassionate, coordinated, community-based care and service that these folks provide is outstanding. And I've had the benefit of working with groups all over the state of Maryland. And even before I came to serve on the council, I always had a deep appreciation and affection for the level of work that is performed here in Montgomery County and their willingness to serve in other capacities. As Councilmember Katz mentioned, they volunteer and they serve with our task force one that goes out and assists other places. Well, these folks, these professionals who are up here with me today also benefit the state as a whole in a great way by serving on different public bodies, boards, and commissions and providing invaluable expertise to inform the work of those bodies. So I am incredibly proud of all you do. I'm incredibly proud of the various innovative things that our different departments bring. Councilmember Katz already touched on our Drone as First Responder program. We have our real-time Intelligence Center, or ARTIC. We have our Sheriff's Office collaboration with the Family Justice Center. We have, oh, she's laying down now. But we have one of our court therapy dogs here as well. We have our mobile crisis team. We have mobile med within MCFRS. And we have our blended career and volunteer fire service that collaborate to bring the best forward every day. We have our emergency call center professionals. And I want you to think about these folks, not just in the amazing work they do, but my ask of the public is to remember that they are people, just like you, just like me, and that these days are long and hard and stressful. And I want you to visualize what they have to do and what they have to bring to the table and what they have to see day in and day out in the performance of their duties. And then remember to say thank you, and remember to say, I get it, you're human too. All right? With that, I celebrate you all and thank you all for coming today.
There are a lot of different ways in which Montgomery County is a leader in the public safety sphere, so many different ways. And, we've talked about the crisis center, about how, as an integral part of our public safety infrastructure, we have civilians, we have social workers, we have peer counselors, in addition to our, to our police force and our fire safety and EMS, that we really take a holistic approach here in Montgomery County and serve as an example for so many other jurisdictions. But as things are unfolding at the federal level, there are other ways that are on my mind quite a lot about ways in which Montgomery County is a leader in this space. We are seeing in other jurisdictions where there are police forces, local and state, who are working with ICE to go after residents for immigration purposes, for folks who have not committed crimes. We are seeing, I just read a news story just recently about, not in this area, but about a resident who was hesitant to call 911 when having a medical emergency because they're a Spanish-speaking family. And so now they're scared to call 911 where they live. And I was thinking about Rabbi Glazer's words about how in moments like this, we make it through by being united, by all standing together, by functioning as a team with shared values, and having policies that echo those values. And that is what we're doing here in Montgomery County, as a matter of our values and as a matter of policy. And for that, I'm also so grateful to be here in Montgomery County with the folks that we have in our leadership positions in public safety. And on the ground, we know that our residents can safely call 911 for help and for service. We know that truly all residents are here to be served. It's not everywhere that you can have, just not too long ago, we had some fire rescue professionals who had worked with a tenant association to put together CPR classes just in the lobby as folks are coming into and out of their apartment complex, one of the most diverse complexes in my district, people speaking all different languages, and they were stopping to learn CPR and to get to know their fire rescue teams who serve them. And there were teens who speak several different languages who are now interested in learning more about how, as a young person, to get involved in that career track. So it's really exciting. It benefits the community in so many different ways, and this is the right way to be. And I thank you all very much for your service and for your values.
So I can take away the first page of what I was going to say because it's pretty much been said. Look, I really appreciate the work that our public safety people do. It is an amazing job, and it's a lot of agencies. I will read the list of agencies because it's not just the police department and fire and rescue, which you all think of, but it's the sheriff's office, the state's attorney's office, Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Office of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, Emergency Communications and Street Outreach Network. That all is the complex that we consider public safety. And the work they do for our community, I think, is well recognized. It is not easy in these times to talk about a police department being great. This department has been really great. They have really stood up in the challenges we faced. We figured out a way to go forward. And they've been innovators. You know, a lot of times we think of the innovation comes from the government, but the police are continually looking for ways to make them more effective and give them the tools. And we've been willing to give them the tools because they can demonstrate that with the tools we give them, they're able to make our community safer. So it's good to have that kind of initiative taken by the department, and good to have officers who are thinking about how do we make this better. And I think that's true for all of our departments. They work really hard. They come whenever they're called. You know, during COVID, they didn't get to stay home and work on their computers and do Zoom meetings every once in a while. There is no Zoom in firefighting. There's no Zoom in policing. You got to be there. And so our folks have always been there. So I just want to express my really deep appreciation for where we've gotten to, and the fact that we all have the strength to stand together and work together and to make a difference for the residents of the county. And people are noticing the downtick in crime. People are aware that places that they were not comfortable in before, they're more comfortable now. And that's one of the most important things we can do for people, is enhance their sense of security. So thank you.
Please join me to read this, and Mark. Sort of a new dance. Whereas Montgomery County is proud to recognize our over 4,100 dedicated public safety professionals, including but not limited to those who serve in the Montgomery County Police Department, Fire and Rescue Service, State's Attorney's Office, Department of Correction and Rehabilitation, Sheriff's Office, Office of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, Emergency Communications, and the Street Outreach Network, who are dedicated to serving and protecting our community. And
whereas our public safety personnel work tirelessly to ensure the safety and well-being of all our residents by responding to emergencies, maintaining order, preventing crime while facing dangerous and stressful situations. And
whereas these dedicated public servants deserve to be commended and honored for their courage, professionalism, efforts, and sacrifices made 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to protect our community. And
whereas residents can show support by helping organizations that serve public safety professionals and their families, as well as attending events that honor these hardworking individuals. And
whereas Public Safety Appreciation Day is an opportunity to bring our public safety employees together to thank them for their selflessness and dedication to improving the safety and well-being of others. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the County Executive Mark Elrich, the Public Safety Committee, and the entire County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland, hereby recognize Public Safety Appreciation Day, presented today and signed by County Executive Elrich and Council President Stewart. Thank you all very, very much for everything you do every day.